Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. In this video, it's going to be a quick one. I'm going to be group testing this 450 Bushmaster. This is a Ruger American Go Wild 450 Bushmaster. A lot of times when you see them, they're short barrels. This one right here is my 450 Bushmaster Ranch 16-inch barrel. You can see I've got my muzzle brake on here that I took off that one. Now, most of my videos are not like a continuation of a story, but this one actually is. I bought this one to see the difference in speed between a 22-inch barrel and that 16-inch barrel. This one only ended up getting me about 60 feet per second more using this factory Remington Premier AccuTip. So getting 2154 feet per second out of this. So I'm going to keep the one that's faster, even though it's not that much faster, assuming it groups well. That's the point of today's video, group testing this to see if I should keep this one or the shorter barrel one. But this one came with scope rings and no scope. I got this one used. This one I got brand new years and years ago. I've taken several deer with this. But this one has the Leupold 450 Bushmaster scope on it, which has holdover points. Actually, no, it doesn't have holdover points. I'm confusing myself. It has a dial to dial. So 150 yards, whatever. You can see the dial there. Dial it for 150, dial it for 200, so on and so forth. But I want to put the 450 Bushmaster scope on this one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Luckily, the mounts on this are just screwdrivers, so I can just keep this torqued, take this off of this rail. Where's my tools here? This is a handy kit to have. The bummer is not everything's the same, so this kit has like, what, 12 bits in it. Every once in a while I'll get something that doesn't work because it's a oddball size, but oh man. So, since this one's just the big screwdriver type, I can just quickly and easily get that scope off. Now, I'll slap that scope onto this one. Now this one, I actually kind of like that contrast with that brown Cerakoted brake on this. Assuming I get rid of this one, I'll give that brake when I get rid of it. So this one's going to be this bit probably. And yeah, I have some more rings for the random parts bin pile. Oh no. Whoever had this last, you goober, somebody traded this in used. They've got one of the screws stripped out, so I'll be back. Don't be stripping out screws and then trade the thing in. So they took their scope out, then put the rings back on and over torqued them and sold them to the pawn shop. Come on, man, don't be doing that stuff. I'll be back. Y'all don't want to watch me fool with this. All right, so just to show you, it drives me nuts when people do this. I got this one out. Come on, camera, focus. I got this one out. I got this one out. But then this one and this one, come on camera, somebody gorilla torqued them, and in the process they stripped those screws. So I have the right size bit, but it's totally stripped out. And when you look at these up here too, they gorilla torqued these too. Look at how badly somebody stripped those. Come on, man. Why in the world would you do this? I have not touched that. Look at how badly they're stripping that out. Man. And they took a crayon to this too, or fingernail polish. Some people like doing that because it makes it pop. I don't like that. I'll probably clean that out if I can. All right, back to square one with this 450 Bushmaster. I got it back in my vise. Yesterday's video, we couldn't get the muzzle brake off. Well, today, man, it seemed like everything that could go wrong has been going wrong here lately. This was supposed to be a quick video, get the thing sighted in. I get ahead on my chores because I'm just filming a quick video for tonight. Well, now this is gonna take half of my day fooling with these scope rings. And let me just show you what I'm working with. So, I tried 2 different vice grips to try to get a hold of these and just twist them out, but since it's torqued so much, I had one bit that was barely fitting in them, stripped out, and it took over 40 foot-pounds and still wouldn't break loose before stripping. So whoever Gorilla put these in probably just used the cheapo Allen key that came with the scope rings and then just tightened it as tight as you can. Do not do that. That is how you strip these things out. On the top, I normally use 15 foot-pounds, and down here you only need like 20. Gorilla Boy, I got this from Tolliver's. Whoever traded this into Tolliver's, you know who you are. Especially these up here on the top are stripped out too. Guys, you don't gotta torque the rings that much. Get you a set of bits and a torque thing like that. If you don't have one and you are using the key, all you gotta do is pretty much turn it down to where it stops and starts binding. If you go half a turn or a whole turn past that, you're just either messing yourself up or messing up the next guy. So now, step 2 is gonna be using my flat bits here for my torque wrench. And I'm gonna cut screwdriver bits with the grinder. And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna grind the screw heads off. But now, I'm gonna have to spend half my day on this when this was supposed to be a quick video. All right now, grinder. Hopefully that battery's charged. Get my eyes on here. And I'm just gonna try to cut across each one of those. All right, got no battery in the thing. No battery on the charger. Does it take the same battery as my impact? I believe it should. Shout out to Harbor Freight Hercules Tools, man. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Cooking my gas now. Is that on there tight? Yep. Okay. This grinder, I actually even have the safety shield still on it. Do my best here. I would use a Dremel, but I don't have a Dremel, so a Dremel would be much more precise, but I'm gonna try my best here. One. Two. This one needs a little more. Okay, see how we did here. That one is way off center, probably not gonna work. This one may work with the widest bit. Let me show you what I did up close. That cutting disc is pretty wide. So if this doesn't work, I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time, I'm just gonna grind those screws off. Okay. Fat bit screwdriver in my torque wrench, and we're gonna crank it up to 50 because 40 wasn't enough earlier. Is this bit gonna work? That bit is too fat. Well, see what happens with this one. Is this one gonna work? Hey, we're cooking with gas on this one. Cooking with gas. Got that sucker out. Trash bin. It's a shame because I could have reused these rings on something, but now they're trashed. Now this one's way off center, but nope. We just broke the edge off. there's not enough meat to do the other side. So this one I'm just going to have to grind all the way down and cut the head off of that thing. So do what we got to do. We got to get this thing going. Try not to get the actual gun here. I feel like I just felt it break loose. We'll go ahead and put this battery on the charger here. Always put your battery back on the charger, man. That was good with PB Blaster all over here from yesterday's video. Now look at that. Boop. Junk. That's what happens when you over torque your scope bases. Don't do it. Don't do it. And when I do have squirrely stuff like that happen, and I am going to take it to the pawn shop, man, I try to fix it. You know, I don't want to give somebody my garbage, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like if you borrow somebody's truck, take a bath with gas in it, maybe even take it to the car wash, you know, take it back better than what you had it. Well, there's my grinder I was looking for. I used that cutting disc to grind that off. Well, right here on this, right here is my grinding wheel that I couldn't find. 3 feet away from me, I couldn't find it. Oh well, it worked. But yeah, now that we got that off, let's go put that 450 Bushmaster Leupold on it and sight this thing in. Shouldn't have had to done that. All right now. So I got that ring bases off. A lot of people try hard to do fake drama. I don't want to do drama. This video was supposed to be straightforward. Hey guys, I'm sighting this in. Let's see how good it grips. I never try to inject fake drama. I don't got time for that. I feel like these need to be torqued. Let's see if these torque down. I'm gonna torque this rail. Checks out. Already torqued. Well, I should have wiped this down. I got all that grinding dust on there. Oh well. Now, all I gotta do, I should have looked at where this was riding on that other one. But all I gotta do now is set this on there. See how my eye relief is gonna pan out here. Somebody's gonna say, oh, your scope's too high off your barrel. Oh, I know. How I do it, I normally just sit down and put my eye down if it's good as good. So that seems pretty good to me. So, well, I moved it. One more back, I think, maybe. There we go. And I'm gonna torque it with torque tools. Now, I'm not trying to be that guy. Y'all that have been watching my show for some time know I am not that guy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, you got to buy a torque wrench set. For years and years, I didn't have them, I didn't use them, and I was the guy saying, you don't got to have that stuff. Look at me, I'm just using these. That's fine, but if you are using these to tighten any of this stuff, take it very easy. Go till it basically starts binding and then maybe like 1/8 of a turn, and that's all you need. You're bearing down with these, you're giving yourselves a headache. Also, a lot of people say you got to use Loctite. I use Loctite on nothing having to do with firearms. I use Loctite on. Now there might be certain AR parts and stuff that you should or whatever. I don't. Nothing. Let's grab this, grab my screwdriver bit, and I'm gonna torque these, and it'll be fine. Even though it's a 450 Bushmaster, It'll be fine. Even 338 Lapua, I do the same thing. You don't gotta have a bazillion foot-pounds to make this stuff do good. 4 clicks on the torque wrench. Same thing on this one. Double check the torques. Pop, pop. Now, should I double check the torques on this? Nah, let's leave it. Already did that. Dealt enough with stripping screws out today, huh? That being said, I believe this should be pretty near on because it was dead on in that 450 Bushmaster. I mean, the height over bore and everything is exactly the same. Should be fine. Let me go set my targets up downrange, and we'll do some groups with this. I'm excited to see how this thing does. Should do good. And I'm going to use the same stuff I had the other one sighted in, that Remington Premier AccuTip. It's a 260 grainer. That's a hammer on some deer. Ask me how I know. Let me set up the camera and the targets downrange. All right, here we go. The moment I've been waiting months for here. Get some eyes on. Man, these are foggy. I did find my Good Eye Pro earlier today when I was digging for my tools to fix these rings. And then I left them where I found them. Whoops. We'll just have to deal with the foggy ones today. Isn't that some pretty ammo? That's a bonus when your ammo's pretty. Here we go. Right target. This is a 3 to 9, which is a lot less power than I typically use, but it'll work for a 450 Bushmaster. I can't remember if I've done the Will It Hunt 450 Bushmaster episode. Pretty sure I did, but if I haven't, that'll be coming soon with this thing. Actually, we'll do it again. Even if I did it with the other one. So here we go. See where we are. Right target, big right circle. Well, I don't see a hit on the paper. I did see grass fly everywhere, so maybe we hit in front of the target. Wouldn't have been a terrible idea to bore sight it before we did that, huh? So let's do that now just to check it. Man, I was really hoping it would be dead on. I'm gonna take the can off. Okay, so where are we at? Looking down the barrel, man, that's a big old 45 caliber hole. Okay. When the hole's that big, it makes it harder to bore sight it because you can't be as precise. But let's go for saying that's the middle of the paper. Looks like we're pretty far right. How in the world did this thing get bumped? I'm telling you, man, here lately it seemed like everything's just been going wrong. But what can you do? Try to do your best. I got a lot of other work besides this that needs to get done. And right is that way, so keep cranking it that way. This might be one of those ones where I gotta go re-sight it in at 10 yards again, but somebody said, man, this guy's a goober. I promise you I've done this a few times. This can I'm putting on here, if I hadn't said it already, that's my Banish 46 V2. Banish 46 V2 can. Now, let me know in the comments if you like me filming it just like a real dude. Some people just want to see the quick polished video where, here I sighted it in, but some people would rather see that, oh, the thing's messed up and just like you're at the range hanging out with me. That's the type of videos I like to watch, so I try to film videos that I would like to watch. The glass is fogging up so I can't see now. Can't have any excuses on us. Now let's try my best. That file on that camera downrange is going to be enormous. I set it for 4K this time. So, right target, middle big target. Try this again. And we hit the bottom right of the left paper. I'm going to do that same hold and just group it like it is, then I'll adjust it after this. So far it's looking about maybe a little over an inch group out of this thing. I feel like my 16-inch are grouped better. Not for sure though. Not bad, that's probably like an 1.25 inch group, but let's adjust the scope for that. So it's still left, so we need to go right. How far? 9-power zoom, it's hard to count the inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 inches, so that should be 6 times 4, 24 clicks, assuming this is MOA. Appears to be. So 24 clicks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now, I have a feeling that Leupold does this backwards, but we're about to find out. And how's our up and down? Backwards meaning if it's left of where you aimed, most scopes I have, you turn it in the right direction, which is what I just did. But I feel like Leupold's is backwards. I think I just turned it the wrong way because the scope's different than what I'm used to, but let's find out. Also, the up and down is wrong. It's down, so we need to come up. And I'm just gonna look in the scope and bring it up till it's where I want it. Should be about there. So now, let's see if we dialed the scope the right way. If I did the windage wrong, then that'll mean that I need to go 48 clicks the other direction, which would be ridiculous. But today's a ridiculous kind of day. So was yesterday. Oh well. Now let's go that right target, big one in the middle. Hey, I turned it the right way. Hallelujah. We're not going to waste ammo. I'm going to have to reset this top turret though. Get the dust knocked off this 450 Bushmaster. That's what I'm talking about. George! There's my chicken George! George has been gone for 2 days. Huh. That's good. Stick around, Georgie. 2 of the neighbors have chickens too, and I think he just ventures out. That's what I like to see. That is, from back here, definitely looks like inside an inch group. Good enough for me to keep it. And I'm gonna leave it right there. Somehow, somebody threw me a bone, and my scope adjustments were pretty near dead on. Oh no, my brass is flipped in the chamber backwards and I can't get it out. I'm gonna have to get vice grips for that. You gotta be kidding me. Look at what just happened. I'm telling you, everything lately. How in the world did that happen? That brass flipped around backwards and went down in the chamber and it's stuck. I'm gonna have to get pliers to pull it out. But hey, thanks for watching today's video. Got her sighted in. It's 60 feet per second faster. It got either dead on or real close to a 1 inch group with this stuff. And that's my favorite 450 Bushmaster ammo. Comment down below if you want me to deer hunt with 450 Bushmaster. I haven't taken a deer with 450 in probably 7-8 years. So it'd be a good one. I could even use this on my elk hunt coming up. Might be cool, 450 Bushmaster on elk. Especially since we got that dial and make it even easier. But hey, thanks for watching. Comment down below what you want to see next time. Appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't already, go subscribe to my free newsletter over on WHOTEEWHO.com. Appreciate y'all so much. We'll see you on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!